Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
There is some
21.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
2 minutes to be added on. Nice bit of trickery. Now there's a fine ball. And that will be the final act. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't they're thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot. and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Balde. Threads one in. Yamal! Goal! Spain! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the shot! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to... He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mendes gets it clear. Nuno Mendes. And here's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Quality ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That is good alertness. João Cancelo. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, such a clever touch.
João Cancelo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And Yamal. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away, and it's Lopez. And that could well leave a mark. An uncompromising challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. This looks promising. Pinches it off him. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. The most accurate pass. It's Iniesta! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Vitinha. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That has not gone well. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vitinha with the clearance. Lopez. Valde. That's been cut out, well played. Ruben Neves. He's on it, can he get away? Plays a sharp little ball here. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Ruben Neves. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's through here. Fermin. And he plays one through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Lopez. Well, that pass isn't the best. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Fermin. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rafael Leao. He has found the way through. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rafael Leao. Well, that looks a decent ball. Harrison kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eric Garcia. Defending of the desperate variety. Couldn't squeeze it through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. Bernardo Silva picks it up out wide. There's the shot! Yes, it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there as well.